Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog, or welcome
Hey.
if you're new. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Jeff.
And we thought we would sit down quick and address some of the stuff that we talked about in our last video, which was our gender reveal video.
Yeah, it was
Thank
fun
you
video,
guys.
yeah.
Super fun. Thank you guys so much for watching the premiere with us and for all the sweet comments. We're very excited to be having a boy. We're having a boy.
I still can't believe it.
I know, it's so crazy because we have 5 girls and yeah, I mean, we've been girl parents for a very long time. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. But in the video, we referenced some stuff and we said we'd talk about it and we didn't want to wait a long time to bring it up and like tell you guys what's going on. So basically right before we had the gender reveal party, like a day or two before, I went in for my 20-week ultrasound, which if you have had a baby or you know somebody that's had a baby, you kind of know that that's like the big ultrasound.
And
they check.
it stunk because it was the first time that I haven't been able to go to really any of the official doctor visits with her at all. So she's kind of in there by herself. So that kind of stinks.
It does. That sucks. It's like been really hard. I can't imagine like all the people that's like they're having their first baby right now and like their husbands and partners can't be there. Like that was really hard. I mean, we've had kids, but it's even hard like knowing what to expect, I guess.
So do you think like in a few months, am I going to be able to go in to the doctor when you have the baby?
No. Well, when I deliver the baby, they'll let you in, but they're going to COVID test us. But no, you won't be able to come to any pregnancy appointments, my doctor said. And we're in California, by the way. I don't know how other states are doing it, but in California, you cannot go to the doctor with your partner.
And I even had, I had my emergency gallbladder surgery removal thing, and Melissa couldn't come.
They wouldn't let me in either. And you didn't even have your phone on. Oh, that was a whole other story. Yeah. So I feel like we're not on the frame. I feel like we need to turn it a little bit. Is that okay? Better? Sure. Anyway.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at it.
Back to kind of my ultrasound appointment. So I went in by myself, 20-week appointment, and immediately when the radiologist started like doing the scan, like I thought it looked weird, like immediately. Like I was like, something doesn't look right, because I've had enough kids to kind of know like what that looks like, you know, at the 20-week ultrasound. So the radiologist also, bedside manner was not great. I mean, to be honest, I think she made me feel a lot worse about it, and I was there alone and I'd never had that person do it before. So I like, it was just really rough, but basically like she immediately made a face like acting like it wasn't normal either. And that really scared me. So I was like really freaking out.
And in case you don't know, a lot of times like they can't tell you anything.
Oh, they can't tell you.
They'll be like moving you around. Like, you know, look, this is not a comparison, but it's just my only comparison I have. Like when they did ultrasounds on me for my gallbladder, they were like, does this hurt?
Yeah.
What's going on here? Oh, what is this? I'm going to need more time. I'm like,
right.
What?
So that's kind of what they did to me. This woman basically was like scanning me and immediately was like, this is going to take longer than I thought. I have to get extra images to send to the specialist.
That's never what you want to hear.
Like create like all this stuff, right? But like she couldn't actually tell me what was going on, but I could tell that the ultrasound looked not normal. So basically what happened is the results got sent to my doctor's office and then they reviewed, and then we had like a phone video appointment like the next day. And my placenta is enlarged, apparently. Like, and that's what I noticed when I looked at the ultrasound. Like, it looked like the baby was almost like getting squished by it, if that makes sense. Like, it was huge compared to like what you normally expect. And then there was like a black thing in it, which the ultrasound tech said, she was like, did they notice any cysts or any problems on your earlier ultrasound? Which I said, yes. They said that they thought that there was a cyst on the baby's placenta. And so she was just like, oh, okay, well, you know, like she, again, not a doctor, she can't like go into detail, but basically was like, okay, so they noticed something before it was wrong. Okay. Right. So I have an enlarged placenta. The cyst that they saw is now like apparently giant. They said it's like 8 centimeters by 7 centimeters by 4 centimeters, which is pretty big. That's
2.5 centimeters is an inch.
Yeah.
For those of you
that's
calculating.
like, it's like pretty big. So basically like this huge spot in my placenta, which they're saying is like a cystic structure, possibly a placental lake, which I've never heard that term before, but
it's as bad as it sounds.
It didn't sound good. And basically the woman measured it, and then she measured the baby, and the baby looked good. That's the good news, is that the baby like has all of its fingers and toes and like arms and legs and everything like looks normal. They checked, you know, the heart, the brain, the organs, that everything they check at the 20-week ultrasound, and the baby looked normal, but the baby's super tiny. So it's only in the 19th percentile.
19th percentile.
But, and that might not sound weird to you guys, but like we're tall. Like, how tall are you?
Well,
like,
our babies are usually like 100th percentile.
Right.
So that's why. That's the difference.
So at our 20-week ultrasounds with our other kids, like I was always like, oh, your baby's 95th percentile, 100th percentile, 90th percentile, like always weighed like a pound to 2 pounds at that appointment. And when I went in for this appointment, they said the baby was a 19th percentile and that it only weighed like half a pound, which is super concerning because that's typically
that's
not
smaller. Yeah.
Right. And because we've had previous pregnancies, they kind of know like how to gauge it off of. And it kind of like all circles back to when I had that earlier ultrasound when I was like 14 weeks. And they said that cysts and problems with your placenta can lead to something that's known as IUGR, which is intrauterine growth restriction or something, which means that the baby's not getting enough nutrients and it's small. So now, knowing all this.
So if it stays small then, I'll let you continue. But I think, I'll let you continue. I don't want to jump ahead.
So basically now I have another ultrasound scheduled in like 2 weeks with a specialist, and it looks like I'm going to have like continuing ultrasounds every couple weeks until I deliver. And from what it sounded like, and I'll find out more when I like talk to the doctor again, but from what it sounded like, if the baby's percentile, like the growth doesn't improve, like if it keeps going down, like if I go in and it's like a 19th and then it goes to 15th and then it goes to 10th, there's no way I'm going to term. Like they will C-section this baby out at like as soon as, like I could be 30 weeks, 32 weeks, and they could take the baby out. So that's kind of what's going on. So we've been.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is if it stays small, they might take it out early.
So that's kind of where.
Take him out early.
Where it's, I know it's a boy, which is still crazy. So, I mean, a lot of people like had messaged and commented like in the live stream and everything for the premiere of like the gender reveal that you were obviously like we were really shocked, but just that we kind of seemed like we had a lot going on, like some, other stuff on our minds, which we did mention. There was some stuff going on with the baby, and that's why like we were just kind of like we're so excited about the baby and so excited to be adding.
Yeah.
I mean, now the son, like
another
wow, like a son to our
wiggler.
Family, but we're just stressing out a lot about medically what's going on.
Yeah.
And we'll know more like as the weeks progress, and like we're hoping that I go in and instead of 20th percentile, it's 30th percentile, right?
Or 25th.
Like, right. Like any increase in growth
greater
is going to
than
show
20.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what we're hoping for. But if they monitor it and if it doesn't improve, it doesn't look very good. So it looks like we'll have a preterm delivery, which is super scary because we've never had like a NICU baby or like babies with any health problems. And I've always delivered at like 39, 40 weeks, and like baby and I went home 12 hours later.
Yeah, which is, I don't understand how that works.
America. In other countries, you stay at it's like a hotel hospital for like a week.
You slept for 2 hours last night. You've had enough rest.
Yeah,
time to go home.
You've had enough rest.
Like,
you
what?
can leave now. Here's some diapers for both of you. Get out of here. Just like that here.
Well, now I know it firsthand because, once again, not comparable to childbirth. But I had my gallbladder surgery. Like, I finished my surgery, and they, like, dropped me off outside by a dumpster, and Melissa picked me up.
They did. That's like, actually true.
I was
and
like,
that's like
where
a
am I
whole nother
going?
story. I had to pick him up by the dumpster at 11 o'clock at night.
I was like, can I just sleep?
He wasn't even, like, awake. They wheeled
home.
him out, and he was, like, not even fully awake from the surgery. He was, like, kind of, like, falling over. And I was like, this doesn't seem right. Like...
I didn't know where I was. I was on a lot of stuff.
So that was crazy. That was like early on in COVID. Or not that early on, September?
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, so we are really worried, and we're hoping that the baby keeps growing and that the problems with my placenta, like if it gets more enlarged or if there's more cysts or whatever the heck's going on, like they should know more. But that's kind of the situation. Like that's what we're worried about right now. And so, yeah, that's kind of...
So that's the news. That's what's going on. That's why we were looking a little... preoccupied.
Because it literally was like the day before I had an appointment with the doctor and like just kind of going over all this, and I was so stressed out and I didn't want to cancel the gender reveal because we already had planned with family and they'd been quarantining and everything to come over. But it's just been a lot, and this has been like a kind of a crazy pregnancy to begin with.
It was good. I wanted to celebrate the baby anyway, so then
it was a lot of fun.
And that's just
it was
what
like
it was.
The sweetest little family party. And if you guys have not caught that video for some reason, we will leave. It's our video right before this, so I will leave that link down in the description. Or you could just go to our main page and check it out there. But it's really cute, and everybody was so excited. The girls were like screaming so loud.
They lost their minds. It was one of the things that makes me the happiest as a dad is how excited. I mean, look, they would have been excited. They would have been excited
either way, yeah.
But just how happy they are and how excited they are to be. Gemma's the only one will be the big sister for the first time, but they're just all so excited, and they're all going to be like doting on this
Their
little
little
kiddo,
screams
so
were like,
they're like, "Ah!"
they were like, ah! It was really cute. So anyway, so that's it, guys. Just
it,
wanted to
yeah.
make sure we put out the video like right away so that you guys weren't all wondering kind of what was going on. We don't really have any more information than that right now. I will have, after I get the next ultrasound in a couple weeks, like hopefully an update, and hopefully things look
And
good.
sometimes too, Melissa on her Instagram will put like little pictures up of the baby and stuff
stories
from
and
the what are they called? The ultrasound pictures and stuff. So if you want to follow Melissa on Instagram, there you go.
Yeah, I've
Check it
also
out.
been answering questions, a lot of like pregnancy questions and stuff over on TikTok.
And and on both places, y'all have been giving us really good ideas for baby names.
Yes. I actually just did another
So-
TikTok about that today, and I think there's like a couple thousand comments of people with some really good baby name suggestions. So.
And I said y'all because I lived in South Carolina for 8 years, and y'all just makes more sense than you guys. You guys is like a Buffalo thing.
No, I say you guys. You guys, California.
guys?
Yeah.
Mixed company, y'all.
Anyway.
Telling you.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll update you as soon as we can. And yeah, we're hoping everything turns out
We'll talk to you
okay.
soon. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.